Hello everyone and welcome to the Wheelchair Basketball Ottawa Invitational for 2023 presented by Meridian Credit Union. Today we have the second last game of the tournament between the USA and the Netherlands, the number 1 and number 2 teams, according to the standings in the first 6 games of the tournament. These two teams faced each other a little over 12 hours ago here at the Ravens Nest in Carleton University. Netherlands winning by the score of 73-66 in overtime. We'll see if this game is anything like that great one we saw last night as well. Welcome to the Ravens Nest here at Carleton University. I'm Jackson Starr. Thank you for joining us here bright and early in Ottawa, Ontario this morning. And as mentioned, it was a great game between the Netherlands and the United States. 14 lead changes in that game throughout. The USA had a big lead by 8 points. That was the largest margin of a lead that any team had in the game. The Netherlands was able to battle back. They had a lead. The US was able to tie, went to overtime. Netherlands couldn't finish it off in regulation, but then in overtime, they were able to come up with the clutch victory, some big free throws at the end, and were able to get the victory. Gijs Even was terrific for the Netherlands in yesterday's game, picking up 24 points for his team, and Fabian Romo was very, very strong for the United States. They dispersed the scoring a little bit more as Romo collected a team-high 16 points in the loss yesterday for the U.S. Both of these teams 1-1 against each other in the tournament, 2-2 respectively, although based on point differentials, it's the number 1 versus number 2 teams in the tournament, with Canada number 3. Number 1 is the U.S. and number 2 is the Netherlands. It's Bellers against Bell as we get set to tip this one off. Starting lineup for the USA, number 1 is George Sanchez. Number 7 is Ryan Neiswender. 8, Brian Bell. 16, Trayvon Jennifer. And number 33, John Bowie. We are underway, and the Netherlands collect it off the tip. They carry it back up the other way with Quinten Santini. Santini, first possession for the Netherlands here. Feeds it towards Gijs Even. Even puts that one up a little bit short. And it's Jennifer who collects the rebound. It ricochets off of a chair and will go back into the hands of the Netherlands. So a little bit of a miscue there from the U.S. to start this one. The starting unit out there for the Netherlands. Number 11 is Matthias Bellers, the big for the Netherlands. Number 12 is Gijs Even, as mentioned. 15 is Quinten Santini. Number 21 is Camilo van Triep. And number 38 is Jory van Trier. Santini off the inbound. Goes towards Even. Gijs Even on the near side. Santini, open look. He'll put that one up and it falls. Quinten Santini with a mid-range shot that breaks the ice here at the Ravens Nest. Back the other way, Sanchez towards Bell on the near side. Banks that one home, and quickly the U.S. tie it back up. We saw this last night. Good offensive start for both sides. And both teams traded buckets in the early going. It was a 1-point 15-14 advantage for the USA after 1 quarter of play. Santini underneath for Bellers. He'll put that up. It ricochets out. And now back with it is Jennifer for the United States. Leaves it off towards Neiswender. Neiswender opened up for a moment. Feeds Sanchez, though, on the far side. Back for Bell. Sanchez takes that long 2, and that one finds the basket. Nice shot from Sanchez. And the U.S. take their first lead of the morning. Netherlands looking to respond. Quinten Santini feeds it underneath Bellers. Corrals puts it up. That's short. It will stay in barely as Bell was able to save it, finding Jennifer and returning it back over to Bell. Bell back the other way. Feeds it underneath Jennifer. Foul is going to be called. And we'll see who it's going to be on for the Netherlands. That's going to go against Jory van Trier, who collects the first foul of the game. And John Boy set to inbound for the United States. Feed goes towards Bell. Sanchez on the near side. Working his way in. Some space. Sanchez from this side trying one. Tried to bounce that one home. It didn't go. And it's collected off the rebound by Quinten Santini. Santini, some space to drive towards the basket. Gets underneath, feeds it back. Nice pass, and a nice finish as well there from Gijs Even. And Even coming off of that great performance last night, as mentioned. Able to pick up a couple points right there, tying this one up at 4. So another close start between these two teams as Sanchez carries it back. Towards the near side, Neiswender. Mid-range shot, that one's good. Nice shot from Neiswender. Again, quick offense from the United States. That's what they're known for. Good transition offensive team. Quinton Zantigné now for the Netherlands. Trailing by 2. Finds Even. Even back for Zantigné. An open look. Tried to feed it underneath for Even, but that's going to be a foul called. Believe it's going to go against Bell, who got tangled up with Even. And it will go against Bell, so first foul charged to the United States here in this one. And the Netherlands will retain possession, 14 on the clock. Inbound towards Zantigné, cutting towards the basket, tried to finish off, but he's fouled. And he'll go to the line shooting 2. And the foul goes against Trayvon Jennifer, so 2 fouls in short order for the United States. And that'll send Zantigné to the line. Zantigné, who had 1 point rather in the game last night. And it is important to know that this is the third meeting between these two teams, as mentioned, both of which are 1-1 against each other. So the U.S. won the first game that they played, 47-44, as Zantigné knocks down his second one. It was a much different game than the one we saw last night. Low scoring, teams struggled offensively, and very, very physical. That physicality carried over into last night's game. That intensity did as well, but just a lot more offense from both teams as Jennifer gets underneath, couldn't finish it off, but is fouled. So he'll go to the line with the United States up by 1. And we saw a lot of fouls in the morning game yesterday between Canada and the Netherlands, but the fouls, with regard to the amount that we saw, kind of dissipated a little bit as the day went on. And in the final game, we did see a certain amount of fouls, but not as many as we saw in the early games. Jennifer knocks down his first free one. Jennifer, for his part, did a good job yesterday, picking up 16 points for the United States against the Netherlands. And extends the United States lead with a couple of free ones. So 8-5 for the U.S. here in the first quarter. And now Quinton Zantigné back the other way. Zantigné carries it on the left. Finds a lane, cuts in, off for Even, underneath Bellers, gets right there, can't finish it off. Rare that Bellers misses from that angle, but he's able to collect the rebound, sets himself a bit, unable to put that one up, gets the rebound and is fouled. Bellers, even if he's unable to finish, the dominance of collecting those offensive boards. And he puts it on display right there to draw a foul and get to the line. So again, fouls ramping up here, already 5 combined in the game. Less than 5 minutes in. Bellers' first one rattles out. And again, these two teams played a little over 12 hours ago, so it's not that long in between games. Very intense game. And this game is a half hour earlier than it was initially scheduled to be at 8:30. That's because the United States has to catch a flight out of here, and they wanted to reschedule to earlier. That one comes up just short as well, so Bellers off on both of his free ones, and now back the other way with it is Brian Bell. Bell, cross-court, open Jennifer, underneath Sanchez, finishes it off. Nice ball movement from the United States there. Bell to Jennifer, to Sanchez underneath, and it's a 5-point United States lead. Now Zantigné back the other way. Up the left side. Fended off by Bell. Zantigné underneath Bellers. He's got an open look and finishes it off. You give him that much space to maneuver under there, and he's most likely going to finish it off. Does right there. 10-7 United States. Bell back the other way. Quick in transition. Stopped up. Sanchez leaves it for Jennifer. Jennifer roaming towards the right. Feeds it for Sanchez. 8 on the shot clock. Sanchez for Bell. Near side, Bell puts that up. Banks it off of the backboard and home. And another shot for the United States, who have come out strong so far. 12-7 they lead. Zantigné. Looking for an option there. Underneath for Bellers again. Puts that up. Little bit off on that shot. And it's Neiswender who corrals it for the United States. Blocked momentarily by Bellers. Neiswender back onto it, but that does eat up a good amount of time on the shot clock. 15 left now for this possession for the U.S. Sanchez finds Bell. Bell still with it, roams beyond the arc and takes one and hits as Bell, a big three-point shot to extend the United States lead 15-7 here in the first quarter. Good awareness there by Bell. Realizes and feels that he's got space to take that shot. Move back a little bit to take that one, and now Zentigné looking to try and answer back, unable to do so, and now quick in transition, Jennifer able to corral that one. Comes back towards it. Momentum, though, was thwarted, so he's got to come back on it, and Bell has it for the United States. Bell moving inside, finds Sanchez. Neiswender on the far side. That one rattles around but falls out. Nearly got a favorable roll, but it bounced out for him, and now back with it are the Netherlands. 15-7 they trail, trying to fight their way back in this one early. Bellers up that left side. Delays. Thinks about a shot, now takes one. Banks it home once again. So a couple of points for Bellers, who's off to a strong start for the Netherlands. As Sanchez gets to it for the United States. Sanchez working his way in, now forced back off. Feeds it inside Neiswender. Jennifer on this near side. Underneath, looking for Neiswender. It goes out as the Americans are unable to come through there, and the Netherlands will get it back. Not before making a change, though, as Mustafa Korkmaz will come into the game, and a timeout is going to be called, in fact, as well. So a good start for the United States. 15-9, they lead, 6 points here in the first quarter. The United States, in their final game of this tournament, definitely wanting to try and rebound after last night's loss. It was a hard-fought game. Really an entertaining game, and the United States trying to bounce back after that. Again, they beat the Netherlands 47-44 the first time these two teams met in this tournament on Friday night. And yesterday, Saturday night, coming up just short in OT. But again, very close game between these two teams. Physicality and intensity was very high. And this is basically the culmination to see who can come out on top. This is the last game these two teams will face off in this friendly tournament in Ottawa. So which team will come out on top between the two? We've seen some great basketball between them so far in this one. And an opportunity to try and claim a little mini tournament victory by picking up a win here. So again, a 6-point lead for the United States. Mustafa Korkmaz into the game for the Netherlands with 3:22 left to go here in the first quarter. In for Heis Even. He's played a lot of minutes, played 35 in yesterday's game, and now every minute so far in this one. Korkmaz up the left side. Defended by Sanchez. And foul is going to be called. It's going to be an offensive foul called on Even. So the ball will go back into the hands of the United States here. And that's not what you want if you're the Netherlands trailing early. As an opportunity now for the United States to try and extend their lead. Inbound towards Jennifer. And he'll find Sanchez. Jorge Sanchez collects. Beller's on him. Bell on the near side. Bell puts that one up. Rattles out. Collected by Korkmaz. Now Bellers as the U.S. set to make a few changes here. Bellers goes towards Korkmaz on the far side. Has to reach down but collects it. Korkmaz thought about the long two. Now played it back off towards the middle. Intended pass towards Camilo Van Tripe. Goes past him and out. And now some changes coming in for the United States. They'll bring in Jacob Williams, Steve Serio, and Jorge Salazar, all of which had a big impact in last game. As Sanchez, Bowie, and Bell come out of the game for the United States. As they inbound towards Jacob Williams. Williams finds Neiswender. Serio on the far side. He sets, he takes, doesn't go. And The Netherlands back onto it. Bellers at the top. Feeds Korkmaz on the left side. Has an open look for two. Tried to bank that one home, no good. And now back with it are the Americans. Steve Serio. Very strong game last night, 14 points as well for him. And dominated Canada earlier on in the day. And that's going to be a turnover called against the United States. Williams pleading his case, saying he wasn't in that area. But it'll go back into the hands of the Netherlands nonetheless. Bellers now. An opportunity still down by 6 for the Netherlands to try and fight their way back in this first quarter. Again, they trailed 15-14 after one in last night's game, so we'll see what they can do here. Korkmaz thought about a shot, now delays underneath. Nice feed. There is Bellers, puts it up. Well defended by the U.S., though. No fouls on the play. Bellers comes up short, and now the U.S. back the other way. Serio delays. Again, thought about a shot there. Tried to feed it underneath for Jennifer. The U.S. wanting a foul, feeling that Jennifer's lane was cut off. But the Netherlands play it back out the other way. Bellers tries to catch up to it. Can't get to it, though. Serio comes back in support and collects it for the United States. Serio, less than a minute left to go here in the first. 15-9, the lead for the United States. Serio underneath Jennifer. He's fouled, and the basket wouldn't have counted anyways. He does miss, so it'll be side out for the U.S. with a little under 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. As that was the team's 4th foul. So it would be in the bonus after the next one. We'll see if it comes to that, though. As the inbound goes towards Williams on the near side. He'll let one fly from 3, and he hits from long range. Jacob Williams with a big shot in the final minute for the United States. And they extend their lead 18-9. Mustafa Korkmaz. We'll see if the Netherlands can answer. Korkmaz from 3. That one is just a little bit off. And now the United States a chance to further extend their lead. Williams in the middle, roams towards the right. Feeds it for Salazar underneath. Put up, no good. Gets his own rebound, though, and finishes. Nice shot there from Salazar. And with the clock ticking down here in the first quarter, Netherlands are going to try to inbound quickly. 3 seconds left, 2 and 1, and Jori van Trier cannot get a shot away. That will do it for the first quarter of action. The U.S. with a very solid quarter, up 20-9 on the Netherlands after 10 minutes of play. We'll take a quick break and be right back with second quarter action here from the Ravens Nest at Carleton University. Welcome back to the Ravens Nest here at Carleton University. The 2023 Ottawa Invitational of Wheelchair Basketball presented by Meridian Credit Union. The United States leading 20-9 with possession here to start the second quarter. As it was a very strong start for the United States to this one. We'll see if they can carry that over to the second quarter or if the Netherlands can make some adjustments. Feed underneath. That's Salazar who starts it off right for the United States. 22-9 they lead. Salazar underneath. The Netherlands did a great job last game at keeping the United States shots to the outside, but the U.S. penetrating that, getting inside early and often here to open up a sizable lead. On the far side, Sentigne back for Mendel Opdenorth, who we haven't seen yet today. Inserts himself here in the second quarter. He'll put that one up from mid-range and puts his first shot through. Big shot for Mendel Opdenorth, 22-11 for the United States. Some notables for the first quarter. Brian Bell for the United States had 7 points. He led in the game, so he's leading in the game, that is, so far. Serio on the near side puts it up, no good, but it takes a favorable bounce right back into the hands of Neiswender. Back for Serio. Serio working his way in. Cross-court feed towards Williams. Williams off for Neiswender. He'll put that one up. At the tail end of the shot clock, it roams out. And the Netherlands back onto it. Trying to answer and claw back. Mendel Opdenorth. Opdenorth surveying. Korkmaz on this near side. Comes in, thought about a shot, back off for Opdenorth. Sentigne. He'll put that one up from a long distance out there. That one doesn't fall, and it's back with Jacob Williams in the hands of the U.S. Williams finds Jennifer. He'll cut his way in. He puts it up, unable to finish. Gets his own rebound, though, as Serio now feeds it for Williams. He'll put that up. It rattles in and out off of the Netherlands, so it'll stay with the U.S. Fresh 14 seconds for them after the miss as well. So a couple offensive boards for the United States. That's also an area the Netherlands have struggled with so far. And we'll see if the U.S. can capitalize on that right here. Serio off the inbound. Goes for Williams. Williams across for Neiswender. He'll let that one go, and he hits. Nice shot from Ryan Neiswender. And again, capitalizing on the offensive boards are the United States as they add 2 points to their total. Mendel Opdenorth on the near side. Quentin Sentigne advances, plays it underneath. Nice feed, and that one is just off the rim and out. Nice feed towards the front for Frank de Jong. Unable to capitalize. Serio back the other way. Steve Serio tried to feed Salazar. Ricochets towards this near side for Serio. Gets it back off the feed from Williams. Serio, cross-court feed, Neiswender. He'll put that one up again. Unable to hit that time, though. And Opdenorth got to it for a moment. Deflected out off of the United States, so it'll stay in the hands of the Netherlands. 22 on the shot clock. 24-11, United States lead. Looking to bounce back after last night's tough loss. As they will continue play here after the horn went momentarily. Goes towards Korkmaz on the far side. He puts it up and in. Finds it off of the backboard. Mustafa Korkmaz getting going here in the second quarter. An 11-point United States lead with Serio having it on the far side. Near side feed for Williams. Up top towards the middle. From the foul line, that's good. Nice shot from Neiswender. He's been very solid so far here in the second quarter. 6 points so far. And back with it is Sentigne. Towards the far side, Korkmaz. He'll put that one up. Comes up just short. Tried to bounce that one home. United States getting set to make some changes. With Bowie and it looks like Romo set to come in. With Williams trying to feed it underneath. Well defended there by Sentigne. Defended that one away from the cutting in Serio. And now 3 subs, as mentioned, coming in for the U.S. Sanchez, Romo, and Bowie. With Serio stepping out, as well as Salazar and Neiswender, who had a good few offensive series for the United States right there. They lead 26-13. Inbound for Williams. Cross-court feed, Romo. Fabian Romo working his way in underneath. Nice pass for Sanchez, who finishes it off. Again, the U.S. getting into the key area and finishing off a lot of shots here so far in this one. The Netherlands, again, did a good job of keeping those shots to the outside yesterday. Had a tough time doing that here with the U.S. getting in below the basket and finishing off some close-in buckets. On the far side, Sentigné thought about a shot, finds Obdenorth. Obdenorth off for Korkmaz. Korkmaz underneath, nice feed to Boer at the last second of the shot clock, puts it up, no good. And back with it are the Americans. Tight defense so far from the U.S. in this one. Feed towards Romo on the near side. Romo delays. Now carries it back out, finds Sanchez. Williams quickly for Romo. 5 on the shot clock. Romo unable to hit from there. And back the other way with it. The Netherlands looking to break this little skid they've been on. Korkmaz underneath Obdenorth. Obdenorth puts it up. He's fouled on the shot. So 2 shots coming for Mendel Obdenorth. Obdenorth, as mentioned, a very, very important player for this Netherlands side. He's had some terrific performances throughout the entirety of the tournament. Yesterday against Canada, picked up 27 points in the win. First one rattles out. So we'll see if he can make good on his second. He went 3 for 3 from the free throw line against Canada. And unable to knock that one down as well. So struggles continue here offensively for the Netherlands as the U.S. carry it back the other way. Jacob Williams, he'll put that one up. Rattles out. Collected by the Netherlands. And they'll reset with Sentigné having to get up on his chair. He's able to reset though, and the Netherlands will inbound with 4:40 left to go here in the first half. A 28-13 lead for the United States. And they'll set the shot clock to 22 seconds before the inbound goes towards Mustafa Korkmaz. Quentin Sentigné. Korkmaz again. Slows things down. Thought about a three-point shot. Now delays. And feeds it for Obdenorth. Underneath for De Jong. It goes out off of the U.S. So it'll stay with the Netherlands. Looked like it went out off of the Netherlands with De Jong's outstretched right hand there, but the referee is closer than I am, so the determination is made that it stays with the Netherlands. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Forced late shot there, and Quentin Sentigné hits. A nice shot. A nice shot there to make it a 28-15 game, and the Netherlands finally able to break the little cold streak they went on, as now Romo carries it back for the U.S. Finds Bowie. Back for Romo. Works his way in and puts that one off the backboard and through. Nice shot from Romo. Couple of big ones there, making it a 15-point lead for the U.S. 30-15 they lead. So the Netherlands looking for answers here in the later stages of this first half. Mustafa Korkmaz sets himself, now takes, and he hits from mid-range. Korkmaz with a couple big shots so far in this one for himself. And it's a 30-17 game. We'll see, again, if the Netherlands can try to find points after what's been a low-scoring first half for them. Williams for the United States. Working his way around Obdenorth and in and up and through. Count the basket and one. How about that from Williams? Nice move to weave his way around Obdenorth, who was off balance, forced to foul. Williams did a great job drawing it. Finishes off the basket and gets to the line. Really strong play for the United States in the final game of the tournament for them. Williams comes up short on his free one. And Sentigné back the other way. Finds Mendel Obdenorth. Obdenorth off for Korkmaz. Korkmaz weaves his way to the middle. Trying to find a passing option underneath Obdenorth. Finds De Jong. Back for Obdenorth. Puts that up. Had a good line, but just a little bit short. And now the United States carrying it back. 32-17 they lead. Feed for Romo, foul in the middle, as the basket won't count. So we'll see who it goes against. Looks like it's going to go against the Netherlands, and the United States will retain possession. Foul is going to go against Patrick DeBoer, who is coming back towards the paint area. And the United States will have an opportunity to inbound. John Bowie set to inbound for the United States, goes towards Williams. Williams for Sanchez. Sanchez lets that one go from three, and unable to knock that one down. So Mendel Updenorth back the other way. Updenorth swings it cross court for Korkmaz. He'll set, takes that long two, again off for Korkmaz. So after a couple makes for him, unable to knock that one down. And now Romo back the other way for the United States. Romo working his way underneath the basket, can't finish off, it hit the bottom of the backboard. And the United States having to get back quickly here with Santigne in transition. Quentin Santigne. Space develops as Romo make that. Updenorth takes a hard spill with Romo in the area. And it's going to be a foul on Romo. So the Netherlands will have a chance to inbound here with less than 2 minutes left to go. And a timeout is going to be called by the Netherlands, wanting to talk things over here with less than 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Toyota Canada is the proud mobility partner of Wheelchair Basketball Canada. Toyota's partnership with Wheelchair Basketball Canada represents their commitment to mobility and movement for all through vehicles, sport experiences, and more. So again, less than 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. A sizable lead for the United States, as we've seen the United States really develop their game throughout the entirety of the tournament. They got off to a slow start against Canada in their first game, though again, rust may have been a factor in that game, with Canada having played a game a couple days before and then the day before as well. Netherlands, same thing. So the United States, after getting off to a little bit of a shaky start to the tournament, they've been able to advance their play, getting ready for the IWBF World Championships in Dubai later on this summer in June. So we'll see if they're able to carry their play from this tournament into that World Championship event on the other side of the world in Dubai here from Ottawa, Ontario. And as for the Netherlands, again, we've seen a lot of great things from this Netherlands side throughout the tournament. Heis Even, Mendel Updenorth, who's probably one of the best players of the tournament for any team. And some great support from the other players on the team. Ari Tvilt has come off the bench to make some big shots in certain moments. He's not on the floor right now and hasn't played yet today, but we could expect to see him later on. Bellers in the paint as well for the Netherlands has been terrific. So a lot of very good talent on this Netherlands side. Quentin Santigne loads up and tries to take that one from three-point range. Foul was called. Not on the shot, it was on the ground as Updenorth got hit on the side. Foul goes against Trayvon Jennifer, who's into the game for the United States. So second foul there for Jennifer. And now Santigne set to inbound. Goes towards Mustafa Korkmaz. Feeds it back for Santigne. Finds De Jong. De Jong, he'll put that one up, and that one is good. Perfect shot there from Frank De Jong. And it's 32-19 United States lead. So out of the break, a couple points on the board for the Netherlands. And now Williams back the other way. Jacob Williams slows things down. Feeds it back up top. Sanchez, Jennifer, back for Williams. A nice finish there from Williams around the defender to be able to put that one through. And the United States extending their lead. Very, very strong and fluid offense from the U.S. so far in this first half. Mustafa Korkmaz in the middle, puts that one up. Ricochets out. Offensive board, though, collected by the Netherlands. Mendel Updenorth. Back off for Santigne. Finds Korkmaz. Resets. We'll see if he thinks about a shot. Did for a moment. Chooses to pass. Updenorth. He'll put that shot up. Late in the shot clock. Foul is called. So good on Updenorth to get that shot up. And he will go to the line, shooting two. Less than a minute left to go here in the first half. 43 seconds to go. And Mendel Opdenorth, who's had a little bit of a slow start to this game, but has been terrific again for the Netherlands. Able to put his first one through right there. And sets and hits both of his free ones, so Mendel Opdenorth solid from the line. Now Sanchez back the other way for the U.S. Sanchez serving his way back, finding Jennifer. Back up top for Williams. Jacob Williams feeds it for Sanchez. Thought about a three, delays, resets. Again, now finds some space to maneuver in towards the below the basket. No basket, offensive foul called against the United States. Sanchez trying to plead his case, as well as the United States head coach, but to no avail. It'll go back into the hands of the Netherlands. 21 seconds left to go here, so no shot clock, and a chance for the Netherlands to try and put a couple points on the board going into the break. Mustafa Korkmaz carrying it up the floor. Man down for the Netherlands, so they'll reset with 9.6 seconds left to go. And it was Frank de Jong who's down, but with some support from his teammate Santinha, able to get back up on his chair. And the Netherlands will inbound. 9.6 left to go here in the first half. A sizable lead for the United States, but the Netherlands looking to cut into that going into halftime. De Jong comes over to inbound. He'll feed it in for Korkmaz. Korkmaz, 7 on the clock. Roams towards the left, feeds it underneath. De Boer, he'll put that up, and that one is good. De Boer finishes off the half strong for the Netherlands. A 34-23 11-point lead for the United States at the break. And we will see what this brings in the second half, if the Netherlands can battle their way back or if the U.S. can maintain what's been a very strong offensive showing so far for them. Again, 34-23 for the United States. We'll take a break and be right back with second half action from the Ravens' Nest here at Carleton University. Welcome back to the 2023 Wheelchair Basketball Ottawa Invitational from Carleton University and the Ravens Nest here in Ottawa, Ontario. I'm Jackson Starr as we get set for the second half of this game between the United States and the Netherlands. The second last game of this tournament. Canada will face off against the Netherlands later today at 12:30. But first, we've got an exciting second half set to come here between the U.S. and the Netherlands. And as for some stats in the first half, no one really lit it up offensively. Leading for the game is Brian Bell with 7 points. He's tied with Jacob Williams as well, leading offensively, both of which for the United States. And then for the United States, Jorge Sanchez has 6 points as well, and 5 for Quentin Zantigne. He leads the Netherlands, and he's set to inbound for them as well. 3 players at 4 points for the Netherlands, Mendel Opdenorth, Matthias Bellers, and Mustafa Korkmaz, who have all played roles so far for them. Trailing by 11 here as we enter the second half. Zantigne set to get it going for the Netherlands. Gets it back underneath and unable to finish. Good effort there from the Netherlands to try and break the scoring here in the third quarter, unable to do so. And now it's Serio back the other way. Serio for Meyer. Underneath, Sanchez works his way around pressure to finish it off. Nice feed from Jeremy Meyer to pick out Sanchez underneath, and he's able to finish. The U.S. led 20-9 after the first quarter, but then it was tied 14-14 in the second, so a much better second quarter for the Netherlands. We'll see if they can feed off of that energy here. Mendel Opdenorth back out for Zantigne. Quentin Zantigne puts that one up. No good. Rebound for Opdenorth. Opdenorth will collect and fire, and he hits. Nice shot from Mendel Opdenorth. 5th and 6th points for him on the morning. And it's an 11-point lead for the United States once again. Meyer off for Sanchez. Feeds it near side Serio. Steve Serio collects, now takes. Try to bounce that one home. It doesn't fall. And it's Mendel Opdenorth back the other way for the Netherlands. Opdenorth underneath, intended pass towards Even, but he took a hard spill with some contact there, and a foul is going to be called. Foul goes against Talon Jordan. His first foul of the game, so he starts the third quarter. Talon Jordan, after not having played the first half, so we'll see what impact he has, the youngster. Inbound goes towards Mendel Opdenorth. Opdenorth leaves it for Zantigne. A lot of minutes for Zantigne so far. Heiss Even in the middle. He'll take that shot, fading away. A tough one as Anil Sigil in the game for the Netherlands couldn't quite cut towards the basket. Now Meyer on the far side. Space develops for him. He'll take that long two. Little bit off. Rebound, though, collected by Romo. Puts up that one-hand shot, and it falls. Nice shot from Fabian Romo. Collects a couple of points right there. And now it's Zantigne back with it. Zantigne up this left side. Trying to weave his way in, drops it back off underneath Opdenorth. He'll finish off nicely. Mendel Opdenorth completes a nice passing play from the Netherlands right there. As the United States carries it back up the floor, leading here, once again by 11. So that gap still maintained. Serio back off for Meyer. Sanchez, an open look from 3, veers in below the line. 5 now on the shot clock. Sanchez forced to put that one up. Tough shot, and he's unable to hit. So Opdenorth back the other way. Quentin Zantigne. 3 minutes having elapsed here in the second half. Zantigne, primary ball carrier right now for the Netherlands, feeds Opdenorth underneath, feed for Even. Quick play towards Even, unable to finish though, and he'll have to get back quickly with the United States attacking. Sanchez trying to hold him back in the backcourt for the Netherlands, and now Meyer back the other way. Roams in, takes the shot, or a pass intended towards the front. Romo puts it up and finishes. Salazar, that is, finishes it off. My apologies. But the foul No foul, my apologies. It's the bucket for Salazar, and that extends the United States lead once again. 40-27 they lead by 13. So able to maintain that lead that they came into the second half with. The Netherlands looking to try and respond. Santinier gets it from Even, finds Opdenorth in the middle. He'll put that up, no good. So a miss there from Santinier. Again, good D from the United States, and a foul is going to go against the Netherlands. Netherlands foul goes against Opdenorth. And the U.S. will inbound, 6:16 left here in the third. So again, the second last game of this tournament here. The Canadians will face off against the Netherlands at 12:30 from the Ravens' Nest as we wrap things up here in what's been a great tournament. 8 games of some terrific basketball. Salazar make that. Tries to finish it off, no good. That one will go out off of the Netherlands though, so a miscue, and the United States will get it back. So the Netherlands struggling a little bit here despite holding the United States close as far as the gap goes to the score, 40-27. Sanchez comes set, now comes up short. Tries to get to that one, but it's the Netherlands who keep it alive, but turn it over. Santinier is knocked over, finds Meyer at the top. He'll reset, feeds it underneath. Salazar puts it up, no good. And now back with it is Gijs Even. Even finds Santinier. Santinier towards the right side. Tries to create some space for himself, takes a long two, and that one's good. Quentin Santinier continuing a strong game for himself. And a 40-29, 11-point lead once again for the U.S. We'll see if they can respond. They've been able to maintain this 11-point lead for the first 5 minutes of the quarter. As Meyer feeds it towards Sanchez on the far side. Back for Serio. 8 on the shot clock. Meyer will pull the trigger, and he rims it off the backboard and finds the basket for a couple of points. A nice one there from Meyer. And Mendel Opdenorth back the other way for the Netherlands. Opdenorth. On the far side, Santinier gives it back. Mendel Opdenorth. Cross-court feed for Santinier, defended by Sanchez. Underneath Even. That's a long two for Even, but he hits it. A nice shot there for Gijs Even. And again, back to an 11-point United States advantage. They'll try to respond. Meyer finds Serio on the near side. Serio working his way in. Now drops it back off. Sanchez goes cross-court towards Meyer. Unable to corral that one, though. The pass is a little bit low, and the Netherlands get back onto it. They'll try to cut into this lead. Santinier on the right side. Forced back off. Finds Opdenorth. Gives it back. Santinier working his way in. Sets things up and pulls the trigger. Unable to hit, though. So it remains an 11-point U.S. lead, and we'll see if they can add to it. Jeremy Meyer. Serio on the far side. Serio sets from beyond the arc. Puts it up. It rattles out after a good look from Serio. Nearly hitting right there. Would have been a big three-point shot for the United States. But now the Netherlands with an opportunity the other way. Santinier. Slowed down in his tracks, finds Opdenorth, feeds it back up top for Even. Even getting set, 6 on the shot clock, over for Opdenorth. Takes that mid-range shot from the right side, and he hits, foul and one. Mendel Opdenorth with a big shot there for the Netherlands, and potential momentum shifter here, as he'll go to the line trying to complete a three-point play, with both teams making changes here. Ryan Neiswender as well as Jacob Williams, along with Trayvon Jennifer coming in for the United States. Arie Twirt, who we haven't seen yet, into the game. He'll be joined by Camilo Van Trijp. And Jory Van Trier coming into the game as well. So changes on both sides. As Opdenorth unable to complete the three-point play, but a big two nonetheless to make it a 9-point lead for the U.S. With Salazar still on, corralling it, finding Serio. Steve Serio working his way in towards the key area, forced off and finding Williams. Williams. Offensive foul called. It's going to go against the United States and Jorge Salazar. That's Salazar's first foul, the third for the United States. And back the other way with it, Arie Twirt. Over towards up the north on the far side. Mendel up the north, swings it back for Twirt on the near side. Twirt, 8 points in the game last night. Had a good showing for himself. Up the north now, once again on the far end, 4 on the shot clock. Looks like he's going to take that shot. He will. Comes up short, even trying to corral that rebound, but it's collected for the U.S. by Serio. He'll find Jennifer. Back in transition quickly are the U.S. Williams. Jacob Williams corrals it, resets, now advances, lane to the basket, feeds it for Salazar underneath. Salazar puts that one up off the window and through. Nice shot from Jorge Salazar. And it's back to an 11-point United States lead. Again, they've done a good job at maintaining this lead despite the Netherlands making their shots to try and battle their way back. Arie Twirt trying to put 3 points on the board. Comes up short. Rebound, though, collected by Even. Even forced back, finding Twirt again. He'll reset. Looked for a moment like he was going to set for a shot. Finding Updenorth. He's looking for a pass, takes that shot though. It rattles out and careens towards Serio, who's able to corral it for the U.S. Serio advancing up the floor. Goes towards the right, now slows things down. 1:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Serio, 5 on the shot clock, feeds it for Neiswender on the far side. Puts it up, no good. Up the north, deflects it, picked up though by Serio. Back over for Salazar, who puts it through. Jorge Salazar with a couple big buckets, and he's tangled up with a couple of Netherlands players, so they'll blow the whistle to stop the clock with 57 seconds left, but a big bucket there for the United States. 46-33 they lead. Again, less than a minute left to go here in the third. Netherlands looking to respond here. Arie Twirt back the other way. Slowing things down. Some space develops for him. He'll try that one, but it doesn't go. And now the United States back onto it. 35 just about left to go here in the third quarter. Williams puts up a long 3. Why not give it a go? And he's unable to hit, though, there. Now back with it are the Netherlands. About a 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Heis Even works his way in. It's going to be an offensive foul, that one. Looked like he was fouled for a moment, but more contact called as the screen was set for the United States. And they'll get the ball back with 20 seconds left on the clock, so most likely the last possession of the quarter here for the U.S. to try and add on to their lead. So far, so good for the U.S. rebounding after a tough loss last night in overtime against this Netherlands side. As Williams collects it. 10 seconds now left here in the third. Williams goes underneath, fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2 after he's unable to make that shot, but successful there for Williams. Driving the lane and good awareness to put that shot up. And now gets to the line. Mendel Updenorth called with that foul. As that one rattles out for Williams, so he'll have to reset for his second attempt. With 8.4 seconds left to go here in the third. Williams does a good job knocking down his second one. 47-33. The United States leads. 8.4 left to go here in the third. Inbound goes towards Twirt. Only 4 seconds left now. Has to advance it quickly. Trying to feed it out towards center. Cut off, but a foul is going to be called on the play. And looks like it'll go back into the hands of the United States here with 0.5 seconds left. As Van Trijp is called with the foul. A little bit aggressive there, trying to get to that one, and some support needed to help get Van Trijp back up to his chair. He's able to get up there. And the U.S. will inbound, but only 0.5 seconds left, so not much time to do anything here. We'll see if they Go for a quick heave. Jennifer doesn't get it off in time, even though he puts it through, but no basket on the play. So nearly there for Jennifer, but to no avail as they are up 47-33, the United States over the Netherlands. Netherlands trying to battle back, but the U.S. maintaining that lead well. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the fourth quarter here from the Ravens' Nest. Welcome back to the Ravens' Nest here at Carleton University as we get set for the fourth quarter of play between the Netherlands and the United States, the final quarter for the United States in this tournament. It's been a successful one so far for them, looking to go out with a winning record of 3-2. As Williams has it for the United States right off the hop, feeding Nijswender, unable to come up on that shot. And here come the Netherlands back the other way quickly with it. Netherlands again will be in action later today at 12:30 against Canada. If you're in the Ottawa area and want something to do on a Sunday, it's great basketball here at the Ravens' Nest to come and attend and watch the Canadian national senior men's national team compete against the Netherlands and the final game of this friendly tournament. So we'll see what that one brings as well, as we have a stoppage with Camilo Van Tripe having to get back up on his chair. United States outscored the Netherlands 13-10 in that third quarter. 10 points for Mendel Opdenorth on the game so far. Feed goes towards the near side for Heis Even. He'll put that tough shot up, moving away from the basket, unable to hit. And now back the other way with it are the United States and Steve Serio. Serio resets, advances, foul is going to be called. We'll see who it's going to go against for the Netherlands. It's going to go against Camilo Van Tripe. His second foul of the game, so not necessarily in foul trouble yet. Nobody really for the Netherlands yet. As Serio feeds it cross court to the far side. Underneath, Salazar puts it up and finishes it off. Nice feed towards Salazar. 14 points now for him on the day. He's been terrific so far as well. And it's a 49-33 lead for the United States. Good response from them so far after the tough loss last night out. Underneath, Opdenorth tried to finish it off. No good. Gets it back, puts it up again, and he'll finish. So a nice shot from Mendel Opdenorth, extending his point total in this one. 12 points now for him. Williams feeds it underneath. Serio stopped up, trying to put that one up. Ricochets out, though. And it's picked up by Tvift for the Netherlands. 8:10 left to go here in the fourth. Arie Tvift feeds it in for a cutting Opdenorth. Delays, now puts that one up, and that one is through. Mendel Opdenorth heating up here in the fourth. And now the United States carrying it back the other way. Steve Serio. On the near side, Jacob Williams. Williams goes for Neiswender. Serio on the far wing. Puts it up. Doesn't hit. Jennifer gets it back and finds Serio. So another offensive board for the U.S. Serio thought about a three. Goes back for Williams. Williams. Salazar takes a spill. Able to get back up, though. Tried to feed it across towards Serio Williams, but unable to get it to him. And it's Mendel Obdenorth with the steal. Works it up. Feeds Heiss Even underneath. Even tangled up there. Foul is going to be called. And that's not necessarily a terrible foul for Williams, considering how dominant Even is underneath the basket. And a couple of subs coming into the game for the United States. John Boy as well as Brian Bell, with Salazar coming out as well as Ryan Neiswender. Even at the line now, shooting two. He can make good on both. Would be back to a 10-point advantage. Able to knock down his first one. And unable to knock his second one down. So an 11-point United States lead once again. And a foul is going to be called. That's going to go against the U.S. as they just inbounded the ball. Goes against Jacob Williams, his second foul. So the Netherlands get it back here. Again, a chance to cut into this deficit. We'll see if they can battle back here in the fourth. They did so in the first game these two teams met and did trail in the game last night as well. So, again, we'll see if they can find some energy and momentum. Ari Tvirt creating space for himself, trying to find Obdenorth, settling back. Didn't get the shot off late in the shot clock. And it's a violation called against the Netherlands, so the U.S. getting the ball right back. Well-defended series there as Ari Twilt couldn't find space. And now Williams inbounding towards Serio. Serio. A lot of space on that far side. Netherlands trying to keep the U.S. to the outside here. Serio sets. Delays. Still once again delays. 7 on the shot clock. Takes that three, or a pass underneath the basket. Put up there by Bowie, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line shooting two. So well done there by the U.S. to break that wall around the paint area that the Netherlands was putting up. And they're able to get underneath to force a foul for Bowie. Bowie short on his first one. We'll see what he can do on his second here. Still an 11-point U.S. lead. And knocks that one down. So the Netherlands looking to respond here. Hasn't been a terrific offensive showing for them yet. We'll see if they can finish this one off strong going into the game this afternoon against Canada. Ari Tvirt picks it up off the feed from Obdenorth. Obdenorth trying to support Tvirt there as Tvirt goes cross-court towards Even. Can't catch up to that. Another turnover for the Netherlands, and it's the USA carrying it back up the floor. Bell was knocked down. He's back up, though, and now Serio with it. Serio feeds it near side Williams. Delays, now puts that one up. It rattles out. Bell on the rebound, though, puts it up and through. Timeout is going to be called by the Netherlands. They'll want to talk things over with 6:04 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Wheelchair Basketball Canada would like to recognize the support of Ottawa Tourism in hosting this event as we prepare to host the world in 2026. Thank you, Ottawa Tourism, for their support of hosting this tournament. So the United States again able to maintain a strong advantage, up 52-38. And it's been a terrific tournament all around here at the Ravens Nest. Canada in action later on today for the final game of the tourney. Again, if you're in the Ottawa area looking for something to do on a Sunday, great day to come out to the Ravens Nest at Carleton University and see the Canadian national team in action against the Netherlands. Those two teams have played some good games. Canada won the first one against the Netherlands earlier on in the tournament. First game of the tournament, in fact, the feature game earlier on. And the Netherlands able to beat Canada by 20 yesterday morning. So Canada struggling a little bit in that one, dropping both games yesterday after going up 2-0 to start the tournament against both the U.S. and the Netherlands. We'll see if they can escape with a victory against the Netherlands later today, or if the Netherlands can take one from Canada. Still looking to fight their way back in this one, though, is the Netherlands, as Mendel up to North collects it and feeds it off for Gijs Even. Even delays, feeds up to North. Mendel up to North finds Aritzfield. He'll let it fly from beyond the arc, doesn't fall. Collected by Serio on the rebound. Another board for Serio. He's collected a lot of those throughout the tournament. No different right there. Bell, quick in transition, feeds Serio. Mid-range two-point shot, that's good. A nice shot from Steve Serio, extending the U.S. lead. And now the Netherlands trying to answer back. Gijs Even had the ball knocked out of his hands. It'll stay with the Netherlands here, but not before they'll make a few changes to their lineup. As coming into the game for them is Frank de Jong. As Patrick de Boer also checks in along with Anil Sigil. So a few new players into the game for the Netherlands, trying to cut into this U.S. lead. And even if they're unable to come up with the victory, again, just trying to search for some momentum going into the game this afternoon against Canada. Gijs Even feeding it underneath towards de Boer, but a pass that was a little bit behind him, maybe a bit forced with a lot of U.S. players in that paint area. And now it's back the other way in the hands of Jacob Williams. Williams goes back towards the near side, Serio. Off towards Bell, finding Serio. Williams on the far side. 5 on the shot clock as Serio feeds Bell. Just able to stay in bounds, puts that one up. Bell unable to hit as it rattled around a little bit there before falling out. And now the Netherlands an opportunity once again offensively. Aritzfield cycles back. Delays from the foul line, lets that one go and hits. Nice shot from Aritzfield. 14-point United States lead here. A little over 4 minutes left in the fourth. And Serio carrying it back for the United States. Serio feeds it for Williams. Williams back for Jennifer. Serio near side, who let that one go. Unable to get the roll there. And it rattles out towards the Netherlands, who advance it up the floor. Again, trying to cut into this 14-point U.S. lead. Even. There was a lane for a moment. Jennifer closes it off, though. And the feed goes towards Tvilt on the near side. Ari Tvilt comes loose, takes that 2-point shot, and that one is good. A nice shot from Ari Tvilt. Nice bucket there. 54-42 now for the United States. Americans work their way back up the floor in the hands of Steve Serio. Off for Williams, trying to answer right back. Unable to hit, though, and it's the Netherlands who get back onto it. Tvilt on the near side. Carrying the ball up the floor for the Netherlands. They try to get inside as Even collects it on the near end. Even, 7 on the shot clock. Well defended by the United States, keeping them to the outside. Even forced to put it up, but he hits nonetheless. A nice shot there from Gijs Even. And it's a 10-point United States lead. 2:55 left to go here in the fourth. The U.S. slowing the pace down here. Trying to eat off some clock. Serio observes, trying to find a passing option. Goes back up top. Williams, he'll put that one up from the foul line. Comes up short. Tried to get his own rebound, though. Tvilt is fouled on that play as Bowie tried to corral that one for the United States. A little bit too aggressive, and now the Netherlands a chance to further fight their way back in this one. So got to respect the effort of the Netherlands to try and work their way back into it. Again, even if they're not able to come up with a result, building momentum for the later game against Canada. Ari Tvirt takes his time with it, now takes a 2-point shot, unable to hit there, so Tvirt, after a couple of makes for the Netherlands, can't come through there. Now the U.S. trying to work their way back into a larger than 10-point lead. Over towards the near side, Williams. Off for Serio. Serio finds Bell. Williams again, he'll work his way in underneath Jennifer. Off balance pass, whistle goes. With 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter, Jennifer went down, they'll reset. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Feed goes underneath, Jennifer puts it up, a fading shot, no foul called. The U.S. wanted one on the bench, but none provided, and now back with it are the Netherlands. Even. Works his way at the top, now advances towards the right side. Even. Thought about the shot, cross-court feed Tvirt. He'll take it from this side. Unable to hit, though, and the U.S. get back onto it. 1:35 left to go here in the fourth. Jennifer. On the right side, leaves it off towards Williams. Again, the U.S. slowing the pace down. 8 seconds left now. Serio on the near side, has a lane to the basket, puts it up, foul, then he finishes off. Steve Serio with a big basket to possibly put this one out of reach for the Netherlands if it wasn't already, and he'll go to the line trying to complete a 3-point play. And Steve Serio, who's been terrific for the U.S. in this tournament and throughout his career with this team. Good performance from him today as well. Able to complete the 3-point play, 57-44. The lead for the United States. 1:12 left to go here in this one. As the Netherlands carrying it up the floor. Feed underneath the basket to Boer. Tough shot as he was angling away from the basket. And now back the other way with it are the United States. Less than a minute left to go here. Williams. Slowing the tempo down momentarily. Now feeds Serio on the far side. He'll reset, 10 on the shot clock. Serio thought about the shot, delays, feeds it for Bell near side. He'll put one up, and that one is good. Brian Bell with a nice shot right there. And that extends the U.S. lead once again. Bell with 11 so far on the day. Netherlands working it back up the floor. Heis Even, who was contained a lot more than he was in the last game that these two teams played last night, so good on the United States for doing that and adjusting. Getting it back into the hands of Even. Foul is called. Shot doesn't go, so 2 shots coming for Even. And the foul goes against Serio. Only his first, so clean game for him relatively. And with less than 20 seconds left to go here in the game, Even will have a chance at 2 shots. Able to knock down his first one right there. So a chance at 2. It's been a great tournament of basketball. We wrap up the 7th game here. Number 8 coming up later. Again, the hosts Canada up against the Netherlands, who will play their second game of the day at 12:30 here from the Ravens Nest. Again, if you're in the Ottawa area, we'd love to have you in the crowd here enjoying this one with us. Great basketball that we've seen all weekend long. And again, these two teams had some terrific matchups as well. The United States will come out on top here in this one and head home with a 3-2 record in this friendly tournament and head into Dubai with some momentum as well from the reigning Paralympic gold medalists. And we'll see how that carries over for them into the Dubai tournament as well as into 2024. As for the Netherlands, they'll have a chance to bounce back against Canada later on today, as mentioned. If you can't join us, please tune in here on the Wheelchair Basketball Canada Network and CBC, as we will see you later on today for that game coming up. The final score for this one, 59 for the United States, 46